Hello my friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, and I'm here for hashtag Tag Tuesday today. So come on into my craft room and let me tell you about that and show you what I'm doing. So this week I am finishing off these, let's see, I'm going to call them specimen tags. And I will link the video where I made these the outer part of the tag. And I said in that video I'll be finishing them up at another time. So I will link that video below where I made these. And then you can see how I made these if you didn't see that video. But today I'm finishing them off. So we're going to do this one together. And I already did this one and it's still drying. I just did it just now before I turned on the camera. So I wanted to show you. It's just like this one, except I have added acetate to the window and some dried or pressed flowers. That these were given to me by Sherry at Studio 28E. She sent me these in Happy Mail. If you don't know her, she has a Facebook page, a Facebook group and a YouTube channel, and that's Sherry, Sherri, at Studio, and her Facebook group is Studio 28E, Junk Journal Creations. So, yeah, she sent me these pressed flowers. I have a few more here, and they're pretty purpley flowers. And I put, there was a whole one in there, and this was a piece of one and another piece of one. So I've got 3 pieces in there. And I think it turned out really cute. Let me just hold it where you can see the whole thing. Here's the, I'm going to call it the front with this side has more color, and this side is the back of the flower petals where it has less color. But I think it turned out really cool. I added an eyelet here, a metal eyelet, and I just wanted a natural looking topper or string instead of a ribbon. I just felt like it went with the whole kind of aesthetic of this tag being more neutral. So we've got a bronze eyelet and the natural string here. So let's finish this one. So if you haven't heard of Tag Tuesday, it's an open collab hosted by me, and if you'd like to participate, everyone's welcome. You just make any tag you want. There's not any prompts, no stress, and no commitment to participate every week or anything. Just whenever you want to do a tag video, just use the hashtag tag Tuesday in your title, link my channel, and just let everyone know, I'm a host and how they can participate if you wouldn't mind. And make sure you're subscribed. I think if I forgot anything, I'll have the instructions in the description box below my video. But this has been going on for over a year now, and I have been doing them every Tuesday for over a year. And now I'm just kind of, I took a couple weeks off, and now I'm doing it this week. So I'm just going to do my tag videos on Tuesday still, with my collab, and everyone's, if I'm not doing one on Tuesday, you are still welcome to do one on Tuesday. So I'm just going to do them when I want to do some tags. I'll do them on Tuesday, in my collab, and you can do the same thing. So let's finish this one off. So I just am using some acetate that was packaging. That's what I used in this one. It was a little sheet of, how you get the acetate in your packaging. It's sometimes in the front and you can see through, and what's in the back. Maybe there's cardboard or pretty packaging in the back. But that's what this was from. I cut it up. And I also have already cut, or I have another piece. Let's see, I have a one piece cut here left from the one I just made. So I have one. It's I know you can't see it. I can barely see it, but it's in my hand. You can see the glare from it at least, right? So I have one square that I'm trying not to lose. I already lost them a couple times by putting them down on my desk, and here, and they kind of just disappear. So yeah, I have 2 pieces here actually. Let's see. Let's try this one first, because I really only need one. Well, I need 2 more. Well, I only need 1 more piece. I have that square there, so I need 1 more piece. So I've been just kind of measuring like this. I want it to go a little bit above my cutout square here, and around on the sides, and a little bit below. So I didn't really measure with a ruler. I just kind of measured with my fingers and my fingernails, like I usually do, like that. And then I used my paper cutter. Let me bring it over here so you can see. And I lined it up right where it cuts, where my finger was. And then I cut carefully. I wouldn't, if you use a paper cutter, I want to use my paper cutter because I want a perfectly straight line. Okay, I don't want to take a chance of cutting it crooked. But I also kind of realized that I need to cut slow because I started cutting like a regular piece of paper, and it kind of started to try to wrinkle, not wrinkle, but kind of bunch up or something, like it wasn't going to cut right. So now I realize, okay, I have to cut slow and careful. So that's what I did. So here, this should be the right size. So I've got two pieces. I'm putting them over here where I don't forget where they are, because when I put them down on my table here, they disappear. See? They just disappear, and I can't really see them very well. So I'll show you what I did next. Here's my two pieces. This is double-sided scrapbook paper. This is Tim Holtz scrapbook paper or cardstock. You can use whatever. If you're making some, use whatever you want to make them, and make them any size you want. But this is a tag die that I had, so I used a tag die for the tag and a square die for the square, and that video will be linked below on how I put those together and cut those all at one time to make these. So anyway, I want the more neutral side here to be outward, and the colorful side is going to be inward on these particular tags. So the next thing I did, let's go ahead and glue both of our pieces of acetate down. So I just used art glitter glue, and the one you saw here is still drying. It's got some drying. It's got some glue in on the acetate, which I didn't know that was going to happen, but this is kind of experimental. I want to see if it's art glitter glue, and usually when it dries clear. So I'm waiting to see if that does dry clear, or if it's going to be, the glue there. So I'll deal with that when the time comes. But it may just add to the distressing, and I may be able to, I'll deal with it when the time comes if it doesn't dry clear. And I'll let you know what I did to fix it. But let's see if I can do this one without getting glue in. And it happened at the end when I was putting them together. So I don't know what I did to do that, actually. I don't know how that happened, because all the glue was on the where you couldn't see it. So I didn't really even glue the flowers down. So I don't know how that happened exactly. So we're going to see if we can avoid that this time. So we will see. We will experiment together here. So I've got glue on both of these. So let me see if I can get my two squares down here. And yeah, I'm trying to make sure there's no dust on these or anything. These aren't. I just got these out of a package of something. This acetate out of a package I just opened. So they haven't been sitting around. They haven't been in a drawer or anything. So. But I did have another piece in a drawer that I can use if I were to need it. I kind of saved some. I've been saving a little bit of acetate here and there when I get it in a package for this very reason. Okay, so that one's down. That one's glued down. I glued it on the inside where we're going to glue it together. And my other square's right here. So I just have to make sure of which way it's going so it doesn't, so it'll fit that way. So again, I'm going to put it down here. Okay. This one's almost the width of the tag, so I have to make sure it's inside the two sides here and over the window, so it is. Now I did not get any glue on the window where you can see, right here, like that one. But like I said, that one happened at the very end, so when I was at this point with the other one, I had not gotten any glue on the inside of the window where you could see it. Just trying to see if I got this even here. Okay, so I think we're good to go. So now at this point then I just put my flowers, and I used some of the flowers that Sherry gave me on that one. And these are some flowers that I picked up at Temu. I think they are actually real dried flowers. I wasn't sure, or pressed flowers, pressed and dried. I wasn't sure when I ordered them. I thought they were going to be like faux pressed flowers, But now since I received them and I'm looking at them and touching them in person, they feel and look like real pressed flowers. So I thought that was pretty cool, and they were a good price. So yeah, I picked them up at Temu. So let's see. Let's use one of these. These are kind of purplish here. The ones from Sherry, they have like purple and green in them. And I would like to use maybe one of these. I'm not sure. They're all so pretty, right? Let's use a blue one. And I'm going to put that there. And let's use one of these little ferns too. These are so cute. Let's see if I can get one of those in there. I want to see what it might look like. Oh, that's so big. I put it down. Let's see if there's a smaller one. This one looks a little smaller. Nope, that one's about the same size. This one's really long. Aren't those pretty? I think they're real. Isn't that weird? I don't know where they came from as far as like what country, but they are really pretty. Let's see this one. Nope, they're all about that same length. So, okay, I just want to see. Okay, this looks like this one's a little less wide, like thinner. Okay, I want to see what this might look like if I try to put two pieces in there. Let's turn it over. I don't want to mess anything up here, but I'm probably trying to put too much in there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with one and let this one be just pretty all on its own. Okay, so like I said, on that one I didn't put any glue on it, but I kind of would like to experiment with that too, because I don't want this to move when I put this together. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue right here, right in the middle of the flower. That is, I'm sure, more than enough to make it stay put. And again, we'll have to see if that dries clear. So I can put it down here, right in the middle. And now it won't go anywhere when I put these two together. Okay, so when I did that one, I just put glue around here again on, on the acetate. I'm going to put as thin of a line as I can so that I do not have that glue like I did on the first one showing in the window. But I want enough on there so it will stick together. And I also need some here, so the whole tag will stick together, the whole two layers, and down here. Okay. All right, I think that's plenty of glue. Now we're going to put this together. Wait, nope, goes like this. I almost did it wrong. And I need I need to get it together exactly, you know what I mean? Exactly, because otherwise it'll be lopsided. And so I'm going to start down here at the bottom and line that up and then go up from there. Okay, I think it's together. All right, and now I'm going to press it down. This is what happened. This is when the glue went into the window last time. So I'm just going to press it down lightly. And up here, I think I can press a little bit more. Down here, I think I can press a little bit more. And then here, just lightly so I don't like push the glue into the window, which you saw how little glue I put on here, so I don't see how that would happen. Maybe I put more on that one. Okay, it is together. And here's the bright colored side. Let's see. It is exactly together, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's pretty all on, what it is. The square is not exactly lined up. You can see some of the colorful part right there, but I don't even care. It's just so pretty and cute that it's fine. It doesn't bother me. This part around the outside is all lined up. I think maybe that's what really matters to me anyway. I think it's just cute because you've got a pressed flower there in a window on a tag. I mean, it's just really adorable. So the next thing I did was just pick out an eyelet. So let's see, I put a copper or a bronze one on that one. Let's see, there's a couple different colors I could go with here. let's use this one. It kind of matches some of the colors in this scrap of paper. And we'll do this one. And so I'm going to make the front of it here on the colorful side, like that. Okay, and I'll press that down with my crocodile. Let's get that attached. Okay. And she is attached very nicely. And we'll get another piece of little string here. I just have this, I've had this forever. I don't think I bought it even for my craft room. I don't know what I bought it for, but when I started crafting and making junk journals, I moved it in here because I was using it for something. So it became a craft supply. But yeah, it's just that regular string you can buy anywhere, Dollar Tree or wherever. I might have bought that at Dollar Tree. It was just a long time ago, so I don't remember. So then I was deciding, how do I want to tie this? I knew I wanted to tie it like this, so you could tie, I was thinking maybe tie a knot here, and then you can have the two, separate strings where you could tie it onto something. So that's an option. You can do the loop like we usually do. You can tie a bow, but I decided I wanted to tie a knot up here, something different, And so I just tied a little double knot here at the top, so I could have a loop, so I could hang, if I want to hang it from something, or if I put it in a journal and somebody else wants to hang it from something, you could put something in your journal to hang it from, like a brad or something. But there you go. I think it just looks really natural, with that natural string. And there we go. We made another one. So isn't that fun? And I mean, pretty simple, right? Oh, this one was a smaller one. That's what it was. I used 2 different tag dies. Okay, I forgot that I had done that. I was thinking they were the same size. But aren't they pretty? So, and you can put anything in here, anything flat in here, I guess. I don't know what else that you could put in there, but I'd have to think about. If you didn't have any pressed flowers, you could fussy cut a flower, or you could use maybe a postage stamp. That would be cool to, like, use a postage stamp inside the window as a focal point. That would be fun. And yeah, I can't think of anything else right now. I mean, you could punch out, if you have a flower punch or any other little heart punch or whatever shapes you have, you could punch out a little shape that would fit in here. So you don't have to have pressed flowers. So yeah, just use your imagination and have some fun with this. And you don't have to have a die to cut out your, your tag shape. I just was using a tag die because I wanted to try this whole thing as far as cutting out a die and a square at the same time. So if you don't have a die to cut out your square shape in the middle, you can make a little slit here, say right here. So you cut out your tag shape. You can use an X-Acto knife and cut that out in the middle. Or you can make a little slit if you want to use scissors. Cut out your shape, and there you go. You just glue that back together, and no one would probably even know you made a slit there, right? So yeah, just use your imagination. Use what you have to do what you can. So yeah, fun, right? All right, that's it for today. I would like to make some more of these at some point. So as soon as I have time, I'm going to add that to my list of things I want to do, more of. So that was really fun. I will see you all in my next video. Don't forget, if you want to participate, use that hashtag, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.